So you can get back on working on your speech because you wanted to get that level 10 charisma skill, and I've been neglecting that for you. Oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Obviously, this is an absolutely safe space. If you ever want to message me or anything like that, absolutely feel free. I'm not a qualified psychologist or anything, but I am actually a teacher, so I do have to do some of that. So I'm more than happy to listen if you've got anything that you want to talk about. And if you don't want to do it on Switch, let me just share my socials with you, and you can absolutely follow me on any of these and message me whenever you like. Actually, before you do that, let's make the thermostat. And Maddox has come to visit.
Fernay Globy.
And he's sopping wet.
Kiss him? Oh, Freba from almost. Lanzaya?
Bruna.
Jaro.
Vabna Churf. Wumshasiba. Vamu. Nona Fej. Yasharu.
Oh, someone's calling Crystal.
Muchi Peaches.
Jada. No, come here, Jada. I love that she's so sociable. Maybe I'll have these guys move in with Jada.
Lume Bebda. Oh, Shimukwa.
I think that's a baby screaming I just heard there. Yeah. These two must be about ready to age up. Let's see what they'll be like as toddlers. Oh, Maddox. He's such a good little egg. He is one of my favourites. I still hate the outfit he chose to grow up in. But, you know, c'est la vie. What are you going to be asking? Anger management. Sometimes I just get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. How can I deal with things when I can't even do a workout, talk it through with someone, or scream into a pillow? Well, luckily, none of them will lower responsibility because that's what I want to keep up for her. So why don't we say do a workout? All right, and I love you to bits, Maddox, but get out of the way. All right, so Marion's feeling pretty playful. What does she need? She needs some fun. Tell you what, why don't you take Maddox and, oops, and play a game with him. Get to know your bro. All right, and you're stressing everybody out with your terrible playing. So let's get you doing something else.
Oh.
I see. Yeah. Are you in the US then? I do have a certain amount of experience with both of those things. So again, my DMs or anything is always open. More than happy to help where I can. All right. Let's have you. Oh, actually, are you going to cook? Okay, go ahead and cook then. All right, let's just check in with everybody because obviously I've been. Which part of the US? I actually used to live there myself, but I'm in the UK now. So chatting. She's focusing on her food. Oh, she's getting pretty tired though. I know you're chatting, but you're getting pretty tired. Why don't you go have a little nap? And she's doing fine. And to be fair, she was up swimming. Who did that? Oh, I didn't see that. Right, so everyone seems to be scooting along okay, except for the thunderstorm, which is upsetting everybody today. Oh, bye, Maddox. A happy little bean. Tell you what, clean this off because that's gross. Everyone's breaking everything. Right, so is Crystal... Oh, she's so close. She is so close. Force self? We'll see how that... I've never seen that come up before. No, she can't have a job. Oh yeah, I've never been to Utah, but I know of it. I used to live in Massachusetts. Pretty much my whole family live out in the States. I've got cousins in Florida, my brothers and sister, and I should say my brothers and sibling, because they are NB. I'm trying to do two things at once and it's distracting me. Yeah, and my adoptive dad live in the US. My mum is in Wyoming, and I've got a cousin in Phoenix, and I've got an uncle and cousins in LA as well. So they're kind of scattered all over the place. And my bestie lives in Texas. So my lot are everywhere. And I'm in the UK. What are you doing? You're playing a game. You're going to sleep. You're drawing. Okay, so I'm going to... That did just say that I could age up the babies, didn't it? Yes. All right. So, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it does slightly suck when I want to see them and I can't. My youngest brother, I haven't seen any of them since 2016. So they came to my wedding in 2016, which was lovely. Oh no, we got another fussy baby. But yeah, so my youngest brother was supposed to come visit me this summer, and then of course he couldn't because of everything that's going on. So I have to wait. But yeah, I mean, at least we have things like this now. My whole family are gamers, so we have stuff like this, or we have video chats and all that sort of stuff. So I don't feel so disconnected from everybody that I could have done, sort of 10, 15 years ago. Oh, why so unhappy? Yeah, it did suck really, but I'll see him again. I'll see him again. It's nice because I'm the eldest, but he's the youngest. So we're actually probably, although I get on with all of my siblings, he and I are probably the most similar personality-wise. No? Trying to take your first steps there, Aylin? Got the sads. Oh, because of the thunderstorm. Yeah, that's fine. I know. Unfortunately, thunderstorms are part of life, so you're going to have to learn that one. And our windows are perma open.
Yumba.
And then we will age up. I've forgotten her name. Kinsley. Please. Oh. Angelic. We have an angelic child. I'm so happy because the fussy one is going to take up all my time. Look at that little outfit. Oh, little faces. Although, to be fair, their dad did die immediately before they were born, so maybe that's the reason for the faces. Alright, so Nicola is playing Sims Forever. Marion is eating. She's still really tense. Why don't you tidy that up, Marion? No, don't clean that up. Eat it. Oh, look, she's playing with her. Autonomously playing. We are here for the wholesome. Yeah, I've always been friends with Briella, Julius. She was kind of my firstborn. Who's at the door? Oh, it's Tabs! Hey, Marion, why don't you go give Tabs her... Actually, she should have a residence key. Of course, yeah, she's not met Tabitha yet. Alright, so how are you two getting on? So you are absolutely fine. And yeah, you're both fine. So why don't you start on playing SimShape and you can start babbling away at Blarfy. Because I would send you outside to get your movement skill up, but I'm not sending you outside in this. Oh, that's why. It's because it's the extra food thing. Come on, Tabs, use your power and get rid of the thunderstorm. That would be appreciated. And Picard is here. I've been to the UK twice in my life so far. I went to England 2012, not long after the Olympics, and did stuff in London and touristy things. That's cool. I'm in London. I actually took my middle brother to the Olympics, so that was nice. And the second time I went to Scotland, mostly doing things in Edinburgh and doing touristy things there. The second time was just last summer. Oh, that sounds amazing. I haven't actually been to Scotland myself, but a lot of my family and friends have, and they said it's amazing up there. Oh, look, Uka Pennymo's here as well. Alright. Briella came too! Oh, all we need is Jude and we've got the set. Oh, come on, merfolk. Get rid of this thunderstorm for me. Make everybody happier. But Maeve is going to have to start tidying up some of this mess because it's getting pretty gross in there. Come on, let's get everybody together eating. Actually, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Is that me? Why don't you eat the salad just to be on the safe side? Because I have a horrible feeling that's meat. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Good. Right, Sage. Are you able to get some food? Why don't you grab some leftovers? Alright, then everybody's got food, everybody's chatting. Get to know your siblings! Look at this happy family. I love it.
Yanka.
So yeah, Briella is the firstborn. She is his daughter, and Tabitha is one of his twins.
Sawa. Skiba Glosh. Waboose.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, you want food?
Free Bafroom. Blue, Pluzo P, Muchi Peachy.
Let me get some food as well.
Shaby Bully Galan. Spama. Flume. Apala Chaba. Vesh, Lika. Busterboot. Nurkska Sherard.
Oh, there isn't any food to have. All right, let's get some more out. Sorry, that was an oversight on my part, little boy. Why don't you eat this?
Strum, Karsha, Flaga.
And Kingsley can have this.
Organard. Hemba Believe? Huh? Oh, Panadayola. Cleave. Tanif Bazoo, Pliva.
One of my favourite things in Scotland was a 2-day tour I did at the Highlands, which included a boat ride across Loch Ness. And a train ride on the Jacobite train to Mallaig. That sounds amazing. Oh. Did lightning just hit my... Yeah, get inside. Okay, it's alright. Oh, I love my Briella. I was so shocked when she rolled the kleptomaniac trait. I was like, that does not fit her at all. I don't mind Sims having it because it's quite funny. Funnily enough, I actually did a kind of a Disney theme that I'm playing off stream. And haven't heard that in a while. And when Ariel aged up, she got the klepto trait as well because I like to randomise it so that then otherwise I find my Sims all about the same if I control it because I have preferences. So I prefer to just let it go random. But yeah, so Ariel actually had that trait, which did make me laugh. Social level 3 already. Sage. Look at that. She's good to go. Right, what's broken? That's broken. Get everything tidied, sorted. And then I'll clean up the spoiled food. Don't care about Maeve's spotlight. Yeah, it did make me laugh actually. But I think my favourite bit about that neighbourhood is because I've kind of done a bit of a Kingdom Hearts. I've brought in loads and loads of different things. So I've got Triton and all his girls, and I've got Cloud and Tifa and Aerith and Squall. But I've also brought in like Reno, Rude, Sung, Elena, Rufus, Shinra. I've brought in loads, and Rude actually ended up with Alana, Ariel's sister, and now I kind of ship it. They're amazing together. Love it. And they had a twin boy and a twin girl, and I couldn't resist, so I was like, right, one's going to have to be Triton and one's going to have to be Athena. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. But I think that's where I get most of my really random ships from, is things like this, where I'll put neighbourhoods together and just let it do what it wants to do. Oh, look at Kinsley chatting away. She's so cute. Yeah. I mean, I'm half tempted to write something on it, but I think most people will probably look at it and go, what? Where the heck did you get that from? I'd have to do a whole paragraph on where I even got that from. I've got to admit, I am a fan of really, really random pairings. I love this. So we've just got the two new twins hanging out with the OG. This is giving me feels. This is really giving me feels. I should go check on everybody else, but I'm not. Oh, actually, they're all asleep. That's fine.
So,
Yeah, bye-bye, everybody.
this samba.
And they're all taking the long journey home. There. I can't believe you didn't bring Jude, though. You left Jude at home. Oh, that did actually get ruined. Yeah, fine. I thought I'd seen it get hit. Oh, so Maeve didn't actually get a chance to catch up because I've had her cleaning, but it happens. We've got to sort out all this mess. Should tell you what, forget that for time being. We'll do the mopping after you've repaired all of the broken stuff. Right, what's Nikki up to? Have you just woken up? No, but why don't you check that this shower works for me? Oh, sorry, I'm just going to quickly mute. I think I'm going to sneeze. One sec. Wow, that's typical. I actually managed to hold on just till I'd hit mute and then it went away. Do I have all the packs, and what do I think of the new game pack that was recently announced? I don't have all the game packs. I have... Oh, think of which ones I've got. I'll tell you what, we'll do it the easy way. Let's go to Manage Worlds and I'll show you. I don't have all the sort of stuff packs as well, mainly because I actually only got Sims 4 about 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. Basically, I've played Sims 2 since it came out, and my Sims 2 does not want to work right now. It's not having any of it. So I thought I'd get Sims 4 to see what it was all about. So I've got, obviously, Willow Creek. Who have I got living in Willow Creek? Oh, Darius lives there. That's fine. Yeah, he lived there with his dad. Okay, so I've got Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, Newcrest, Magnolia Promenade, Windenburg, San Myshuno, Forgotten Hollow, Brindleton Bay, Del Sol Valley, Strangerville, Sulani, obviously, Glimmerbrook, and Brightchester. So that gives, I think that gives a pretty good idea. And then I've got Granite Falls and Selva Dorada, which I've never actually been to, Selva Dorada. I'm thinking about getting Eco Living, but unfortunately, as I am currently waiting for them to turn up, my fridge busted during our heat wave. So that kind of sucked, and I've had to drop £400 on a new fridge that's being delivered today. So it's actually supposed to be delivered. Actually, they've actually got another 9 minutes of the window. So let me just quickly see if they've updated that, because yeah, they've got one more delivery. Oh, they've changed it. So they're now saying it's going to be anywhere up until 1:30. What I'm trying to do is time my stream so that I'll take my quick lunch break when they're here, and then hopefully that won't interrupt what my plan was for the streaming for the day. But I am hoping to get more packs, but right now I don't think it's going to be feasible until next month, or the end of next month. Yeah, which sucks. Apparently we're supposed to get another heat wave, so I'm really, really hoping that that the next heat wave doesn't do the same thing this one did to my system, or to my fridge rather, because that was really, really frustrating. But yeah, I've seen Eco Living. I've watched a couple of people playing it, and I haven't made up my mind yet. Most of the feedback seems to be fairly negative. Yeah, so we shall see. Might keep her on that. Why are you sad? Because everything's a mess. Oh no, don't play in that. Clean it up. And then it's not there anymore. But yeah, I'm quite liking Sims 4 so far. I think 2 is still my favourite, objectively. Um, I loved one. And then of course two came out and kind of, for me, I know a lot of people still love one and they love making magic, but for me I felt like two blew one out of the water. And three, I didn't really get on with three. To be fair, I've only played it for a few hours, but when I didn't really like the graphic style at first, and I stuck with two. And then by the time I thought I'd give three a chance, four had come out. So I only played it for a few hours and then just sort of stuck with four. But I think I like the flexibility of two because you can basically do kind of whatever you want. Whereas that's not necessarily true with some of the later ones. Okay, so what are you doing? You're now getting pretty tired, so why don't you go to bed? And you're also getting pretty tired, so... Oh no, don't hit Bluffy. Babble to Bluffy, that's what we want. And then go to bed. Are you fed up with toys? Yeah, fed up with toys, that's fine. You're not playing them anymore. Terrible playing. Being a good egg. Maeve says, why do you keep changing into your maternity outfit, Maeve? You are aware that you're not currently pregnant, right? Okay. So she's a lot happier. She's obviously going to be a tidy one. She gets upset with mess real quick. Babies are going to bed. There we go. So then it's just my girls, my young girls who are awake. Oh, you need to go to bed. It's Monday morning. Eep. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. I didn't realise what the time was. No, go to bed. I want you to be in a good mood for school. 4 is the only one I've played, so I can't compare it to anything else, but most of what I do in the game is build. Yeah, fair enough. I actually don't do a lot of building myself because I like to sort of come up with stories. I decided to go with the 100 baby challenge partly as a way of forcing me to try new things in the game that I might not do on my other stories. So yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed too. There are definitely things with it. To be able to play it, really, it has to be modded crazily. But I think that's part of why I loved it, is the fact that you really could do whatever you wanted with it. Oh no, don't upgrade. Take a shower. And then grab some leftovers. You may as well go straight for the leftovers. Oh, looks like you already are. Yeah, let's just do it that way then, because it's easier. Take a shower. And if you go down here for the shower, you should all time get into the fridge. Well, you're definitely not eating the pork. You're a vegetarian, you silly thing. Right, you've all done your homework. So that should hopefully get them all in a good enough mood for school. So hopefully they will age up. Because if I can get all 3 of my teens up and out, I can get working on the next donor, which would be amazing. Yes, yeah, 17 out of 100, so still got a ways to go. What do you think of 4? You enjoying it?
Bamwosa, Bamwosa, Quimble, Kapuna, Schoono Mixa.
Yeah, as you can probably see from my rather uninspired looking house here, I'm not great at building. Not entirely sure why it just gave me a high chair for a school thing, but there you go. My partner loves actually playing the game but considers themselves to be really bad at building, so I'll often make a family and tell me what kind of story I want to tell with the family, and then I'll build a house with. Oh, that sounds amazing! That sounds really amazing. So it's like a collaborative effort. My partner doesn't play games at all. Oh no, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. I've seen some incredible builds. You know, when you go on YouTube and you see sort of the speed builds, they're incredible. I definitely couldn't do that.
Bama, Flume, Apalachaba. Vush, Buna, From. Scoofa Bocano.
Yeah, my partner supports my gaming, but doesn't really understand it. And they'll listen to me ramble, especially about just did Final Fantasy VII remake and got a platinum on that, so they listen to me screaming about my platinum, and they're just sort of sitting there going, "I have no idea what you're talking about, but you do you." I've tried. Pretty much the only thing I've got them to play is Fall Guys, and they did that for about 10 minutes and then went to bed. Yeah, no, that sounds amazing. I'd love to see some of your builds sometime. Have you put any of them on the gallery, or have you just kept them for yourself? Right, come on. Off to school. Don't want you to be late. Right, you're very stressed today. Nope, Maeve's awake. Come on, everybody off to school. Don't be late. All right, and let's look into gearing up for our next donor. So who are we going to hit up this time? He is not yet a donor, so why don't we invite you to hang out? Put a few on the gallery, and my origin ID is the same as my Twitch username. I'll check it out. I will check it out. You never know, I might feature one as a new house when they've got some money. All right. Let's get to know you.
Yeftime Abasani.
All right.
Bon and Grabby?
Just see how my Tods are getting on.
Kinkubu Koiba? Oh, yeah.
So let's get a couple of
Been for her.
chats in there. Talk about your day. And we'll check on the Tods. So you guys are probably going to be hungry, so let's get you some food out.
Hey.
Badish.
Floy Masharno?
Yeah,
Aw, yoyum.
Counter-bullying stratagem. Now that Marion gets pretty good grades, some bullies have been picking on her lately. Yeah, because we have to tear down the ones that have good skills. As someone who I teach adults, but I'm a teacher and I don't like this. Should she confront them with a witty comeback or ignore them and hope they'll pick a different target? Confront them. Marion unleashes a tirade of poetic insults and put-downs, then drops an imaginary mic. The bullies quickly lose interest in harassing someone who's willing to stand up for herself. Where are you going, Maeve? Oh, I know you're being wholesome, but I kind of want you to be working on something else right now. All right, so you come eat that and then get on sim shape. You come eat that and start sliding down your brand new thingy because we had to replace the one that got smacked in the thunderstorm. And let's just keep boosting your friendship skill quickly. Oh, and that will be my fridge. So I'm just going to go to be right back, and I'll be back as soon as possible. Okay, I'm back. Wow, that was slightly crazy. So not only did I have the fridge turn up, and they had to take the old one away. But my new next door neighbours are moving in right now, and they came knocking on the door and they were like, I'm so sorry, I know you're busy, but I forgot my hammer. Can I borrow a hammer? And I was like, I do have one, but I don't know where. So I just had to get the fridge in, get all that signed off, and then the guys wanted to talk because they saw that I had my computer set up. So they were like, oh, is your partner a game? And I was like, no, actually, that's me. I'm streaming on Twitch right now. So they were like, oh, okay. So they've gone. I then had to quickly run into the other room, search through everything, found the hammer, given that to my next door neighbours. So I may have a couple of knock on the door, oh, give you your hammer back. But at the moment, plan is to keep streaming until about 4 o'clock. But yeah, so quite a funny little thing. Thank you, Ghost Lurks and Kit the Gargoyle, for both doing a follow. Really, really appreciate it. It feels wonderful. I'm actually only one follower away from my target right now, so that is amazing. All right, so where were we? Yes, right. So they're all at school. These two are going to eat and then level up, and she's hitting on Rua.
Watuni. Sepsito.
She's got her eye on the next baby donor. To answer your question, do I have a favourite world in this game? I really like San Myshuno, the city. I'd say it's probably a toss-up for me between Sulani and San Myshuno. Partly because Sulani has mermaids. I actually wasn't expecting her to get a mermaid. First off, I didn't know that Paka would be a merman. But yes, that was interesting. But for me, I actually have a mermaid tattoo, and I've had it. I actually got it when I was 17, which wasn't strictly legal at the time. I should have been 18 to get one. But I've actually had a mermaid tattoo since then, so I'm biased towards mermaids, I have to admit. All right, what are my babies up to? They're both eating, so that's spare. Yeah, there's lots of noise going on around here today. Apologies if that's coming through on the mic at all. But yeah, I did have that slightly awkward moment when sort of people are coming, delivering to your home, and they're looking around going, oh, I like your TV. It's like, yeah, okay. Stay away from my stuff. No, I highly doubt they would actually do anything. I just don't like it when people that I don't know come in and comment on my stuff. Because then I'm like, no thanks, not appreciated.
Oh, the torque.
Bills. The ever-dreaded bills. Where did that come from? Oh, he must have dumped it. Let's do deep conversation. No, we're getting slow with this potential. What do we know? We know they're an insider. That's about it. So yeah, San Myshuno is pretty cool. I liked the fact that obviously it's much more Asian inspired, which I thought was interesting. Although some of the names that it auto, because where it auto generates, I look at them and I think, you don't look much like a Naoki Hayashi.
Slawfish.
Oh, Prita.
Jabi.
Next.
Evil.
Oh, Ulak. Yemful
Alright, so actually, if you're level 2 on that, because I find that's the one that takes the most amount of time outside of potty, I'm going to get you to do the shapes over there. And then when you've got fed up, you can go back on a Blarfy. Yeah, I did make a sub hood on my sort of off stream one, which I quite enjoy, which I based in San Mishuno. So yeah, that was quite fun. I totally get that. If I wasn't living with my parents, I'd feel the same way if people I didn't know commented on my stuff. Yeah, I mean, they seemed really personable. They seemed really nice. You know, I tend to be a nice person, sometimes a little bit overly nice. I mean, you know, I held the door open for them. I offered to help them with the fridge because they looked like they were struggling at first. And then they were all sweating. I was like, would you like a glass of water? They're like, no, I'm fine. But that's the sort of person I am. I just naturally want to, you know, if I can help people, I want to offer to help. And if I can get them a glass of water or a cup of tea, I will go do that. But yeah, I mean, it was just a little bit like, you know, I'm home alone. I don't really like you looking around all this stuff. Luckily, I live on the second floor, and it's a block of flats, so it's not, you know, it's not the easiest place to get into. But I have had someone try to break into here before. Luckily, at the time, I had it was actually 2 sets of neighbours ago back there, and they came out and they were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Because these 2 really like beefy guys that they'd never seen before were trying to get through my front door, and the guy was like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, "Oh, we were wondering if Elsie's in there," and Elsie's actually a nickname. But my real name is actually it's quite unusual, which is why I don't use it online. But my real name's quite unusual, and the next door neighbour knew us not well, but well enough to be like nobody calls her that. So he was like, "Yeah, this person definitely doesn't know them," and he was like, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just let them know that you were there." And they were like, "Oh, we're worried that she might have passed out." And he was like, "No, it's fine." And sort of being like, sort of reaching for the phone, sort of thing, to be like, "If you don't get out now, I'm calling the police." But yeah, they'd obviously gone rooting through the trash or something to find my name, because I don't go by my real name. Even in my real life, I don't really go by my real name. I go by Elsie. So overly nice is one of my middle names. Yeah, I've been ticked off for it so many times. My husband is always like, "No, you need to start being a bit more selfish. You need to stop offering to help everybody that comes into your sphere." I'm like, "But I want to help. I want to be nice to people." But then I suppose that sort of feeds into my being a teacher. I want to help people. It's what I love doing. It's my passion. Is if I can help someone or if I can teach them something, I will. Occasionally, I get a little bit know-it-all, and I have to stop myself. But I think that's a hazard of the job. That's his evil laugh. She's had an evil child, so she's used to that. Alright, it looks like they're friendly enough now. I can probably start hitting on him. Morgan Ember. Oh, I would love to, but I've just spent loads and loads of money on a refit, so I don't have it. I don't have it to give. Single. I have managed to. Sorry, I bolted a packet of crisps. I didn't have time to actually cook anything or get anything ready, because obviously where I've had no fridge for the last 2 weeks, we've not been able to have any leftovers for anything. We've not been able to have anything dairy, so we've had to plan out every meal to make sure we haven't got anything dairy in there. Oh dear. Good friends. Yes, Kinsley. Why are you sad? You're fed up with that. Hey, dolls. Reputation. No, I can't have a job. All right. So let's check on the girls. See if any of our... Oh, look at this. They're all lined up. And most of them are looking pretty cranky. All right, so we'll start with Nicola. Let's just get rid of these. Right. A student. She can age up and age out. Yes. I mean, I did love Nicola. I thought she was adorable and I enjoyed her, but I need the space. So, oh look, my cat has come to join us. Hello, Moomins. Do you want to come on, did you want to come on stream? I think I might actually save these. Come here. Don't tread on that. Come on. There we go. This is my little Moo Moo. Hey, Moomins. Say hi to stream. Dirty face again. She's very much a pig pen. She's the dirtiest cat I've ever had. She doesn't like cleaning her face. That's my mic. You've seen it before. This is my little Moo. She's adorable. Yeah. Ain't good. My little Ginger's over there. But Moomins is about to cost me £500 in getting her teeth done. But she's got to go under general anaesthetic, and I really don't like the idea of that. Fred Rogers was one of my role models as a kid. Oh, that's amazing. Obviously, being English rather than American, I didn't really grow up with all of that, but I did see it quite a lot. And I did see him being on things. And, you know, obviously we've heard of him, even if we don't. I'll put these in Maeve's inventory, and then she can parcel them out to other kids if she wants to boost their scores. But let's see. So she's an A student, so she can age up and out, which means we can get on this. Yeah, she is a cutie. She's beautiful. She's smelly, but she's beautiful. My other cat is much less pretty, but he tends to be the one that everybody loves when they come to visit because he's just the nicest cat, whereas she's a little bit more aloof. If she wants to spend time with you, she will literally come over, headbutt you and yell in your face until you spend time with her. She's a brat. But I do love her. So she can blow out her candles. I just double check she actually does have I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah, she's got the responsible trait and she's an A student, so she can age up. Marion is an A student and she is a responsible A student, so she can age up. And Crystal is responsible and is an A student, so she can also age up. Also, Father Winter's baby is going to age up and out. So it slightly feels weird that she's going to age up and out that quickly. She's a B student, so she can't age up, and she's a B student, so she can't age up, but that's absolutely fine. She doesn't like all the trash, but I can't do anything about it because I don't have thingy bob, eco lifestyle, or whatever it's called. So why don't you two get on these, get your homework out the way, and get yourself up to an A student. And these three are going to age up. I know there's a baby in the way, but you can deal with that. Oh, what's Alien up to? Keep blabbing at Blarthy. Alright, so Nicola is also going to be ambitious. Let's see her in a sec. I'm just going to quickly get you sorted out with Blarthy. And then come join the play. So, Nicola. Huppleborfner, indeed. So, you can blow out your candles. Oh, why are you sad? Oh, you're having a mood swing. Okay, fine. I'm actually going to kind of miss these twins. They were a little bit bratty when they were toddlers, but I'm going to kind of miss them. And so she wants to be a musical genius, but she's a hothead, she's non-committal, and she's a bro. Marion does not fit her aesthetic at all. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm very tempted to see what nonsense she gets up to.
We talk.
And then Crystal.
Oh,
I know, the world sucks.
Oh,
It sucks to be Father Winter's baby. No one understands.
Melody. Bless me.
Although the only problem with 3 of them aging up means there is a possibility of triplets.
Oh, yes. Roll. Helba, Burba.
Yes.
Boo.
So she's a vegetarian friend of the animals bookworm, and she's outgoing. Okay. All right. So we are going to get these girls out so that we can focus on the next batch. Because, it's, like I said earlier, it's all about quantity. It's not about quality. So go to manage worlds. I do normally, and I'll have a quick flick through and I'll show you, but I normally move the kids in with their donor when they age out, but the donors have started dying off, and obviously Father Winter doesn't live here, and Christian, who is twins' father, has passed on. So yeah, there's the Uha residents. So you can see there we've got Picard, we've got Ukapanipo, who are the donors, and we've got Briella and Tabitha and Jude, the twins. They stayed in Sulani because obviously merfolk. In Willow Creek, we've got Phoenix, who moved in with, we've got Darius, who moved in with his dad Phoenix. Phoenix was the ghost that we saw earlier who delivered the twins. And then we've got 2 households in San Mishuno. We've got... Oh, I don't know who they are. Let's just move randoms in. I say we've got Trimble. So we've got River Trimble and his 2 sons, Colton and Gage. They were twins. Oh, here we go. And then the Hayashis. These are the twins, Julius and Maddox. Their father has just passed on as well. Then we've got Forgotten Hollow, where our little vampire twins live. So they live with their dad, the Savalanis. And yes, I do have a twins ley line. I did and ah about whether I wanted it, and I was thinking no, but then for some reason I decided yes, and now I'm really regretting it. But of course, one of the rules is that you can't change your ley lines, so there we go. And then we've already done Sulani. So yeah, that's everybody that's already moved out. But I think actually maybe I'll move them in with Darius, you know, because his dad's not there anymore and he was an only child, so he lived on his own. So let's move them in with Darius. He can have the 3 crazy girls descend on him. Okay. There he is. Alright, so Nicola is going to move in with him, Marion is going to move in with him, and Crystal is going to move in with him. Bye, girls! I did enjoy them, I have to admit, I did enjoy them. But look how we've got back down to a tiny household again in comparison. So yeah, they're our households at the moment. And as you can see here, I've actually just left everybody. I've not deleted anyone, but most of them are now getting along. They're getting a bit old. And I will make them available on the gallery later. Oh, apparently I wasn't connected. There we go. So yeah, you can see down here. That was a Tifa I made. I based her on someone else's Tifa because I'm not very good at building them, but I just tweaked her to be what I wanted. But yeah, so you can actually get my There we go. So there's Briella, and there's the twins, and there's Darius. There's Maeve herself. So if you ever, oh, they're just two random mermaids I made. They're from a story I've been writing. And he's, this is actually a non-binary character I've got. But I haven't actually done anything with them yet. But yeah, so if you wanted to go in and get any of the babies, you can do that here.